Hey guys, my name is Cesar Millan and I am at my magical place, the Dog Psychology Center, where we practice natural, simple, profound way of being, connection, communication, relationship. And today I'm going to answer the second most frequent question people ask me is, what do I feed my dogs and what's the best treats for my dogs? And we're gonna break it down in two categories: what keeps the body healthy, what keeps the stomach healthy. And the second one is treats, what keeps the mind healthy. So food and treats, let's break it down. And we're gonna start with my dog's favorite because we get to cook it. It's rice and ground meat. It's an add-on to the dry food that I feed them. And the reason why I love it and the reason why they love it is because I personally like to cook it, prepare it for them, buy it for them. So it has a lot of beautiful rituals that I like to bring in. It's just like my mom cooking. I used to go to the market with her and we pick up whatever we were gonna eat, and I saw her preparing and then I saw her feeding it to me. So I like that ritual for me. Is definitely my dog's favorite is rice and ground meat. They love it, they know that every day they're going to have that add-on and their nose goes crazy. They have to stay very calm and they have to wait in silence. Something that I do every feeding ritual. I don't like to feed an excited mind. I like to feed a calm mind, a very quiet dog, because that's exactly what I want to nurture. I want to nurture noble silence. I want to nurture patience, and I want to nurture the heart. And that way the mind remembers the food means silence, calmness, patience. Anything that you personally make and that your dogs are seeing you preparing it and that your dogs are smelling it and that your dogs are waiting in personal zone is definitely going to be the highest reward, the highest level of food that you can give. This is the top of the top of the top, the alpha of the food, the leader of the food, because they see you doing it, they smell it, and then 2-3 days later, once you prepare it, they know that food is for them. So they're very eager on receiving that food, plus they're waiting for it, and the smells, they take them to paradise, right? So it's definitely their favorite food. It's my favorite food to do, because I see the level of happiness they have is out of this world, right? So I like to make sure that my dogs are hungry and that my dogs are waiting for it, and they enjoy it at the highest level of joy. Calmness, confidence, love, joy, right? So it's love, joy. So for me, food is something that I give to the mind when the mind is calm, surrender, to give them love and joy. And definitely this is the highest of the highest. Well, I have a good friend of mine who made food, I would say like 20 years ago or more. We know each other for, I think, forever, right? And we both are pioneers in what we do. And his diet helped me with Daddy long time ago when Daddy developed cancer. And I was looking for somebody to help me because, food is super important in treating cancer. And so from that point on, I became a super fan of this food. And this is the food that we feed here. This is a dry food. This is very simple ingredients. It's not a lot. I don't believe in food needs to have a lot of ingredients to be the best food in the world. I like things that are natural. I like things that are simple. I like things that create this profound effect of healing, of health, of anything that has to do with happiness. And for us, this is the food that has helped our dogs to stay with the good digestion, good skin, good fur. They love it. And so for me, the fact that it helped me with Daddy's, keep him and live longer, is just something that I'm very loyal to because I saw it work. Well, let's go into the next category, which is treats. Definitely treats is more for the mind. Definitely, without a doubt, you want to use the more smelly ones. The more they have that punch. And we have something that I really enjoy very, very much, which is the liver treats. And remember, liver treats are just a little tiny pieces of it. You don't have to give too much. okay, just by opening the box, that's a treat on its own. The nose goes into this euphoria feeling, and you want to encourage the nose to come to you. Where are you? There you go. You want to encourage the nose to come to you. You want the mind to say how much they want it. Then the dog on his own and start making his own little movements for it. And then you reward the behavior that you want. Again, the treat is more to entertain the mind, to help the mind learn something new. Right? So this is where you had a very short day with them and you want to teach something new and you want to make sure you drain the mind a little bit more, and that's when you come with treats. But the treats, for me and my experience, they need to address the nose more than anything else. Right? And again, when you use liver, don't use too much, because some dogs are very sensitive in the stomach, and it's really, honestly, it's more like a lick. So it should be like a combination of the smell of the liver and the sensation of peanut butter, right? So the peanut butter is something where a dog keeps licking, so the dog stays within the entertainment system, entertainment moment, where the dog stays there for a long period of time. Remember, when you use treats, you don't want to do it for more than 10, 15 minutes the most, right? Because it's like an ice cream, it's like a little dessert. It's not a necessity. That's why you don't want to overdo it. You know, you want to make sure it's every once in a while. It's a treat. It's a surprise. It's like a Christmas time, right? And again, you want to make sure that the dog really smells it, yeah? And then he shows you how eager or how much they want it. My second pick on the smells is anything that is fish oriented, like the skin of a fish. I like to use these little fishes right here. Again, it's not about giving them too much. You don't want to give too much. It's just to encourage the nose. Don't open it inside your house, okay? Don't open it inside your house. This is really punchy. This is when you do it in the open and you want to practice your dog to come back to you, or your dog to find something. This is definitely an odor that they love it. They love the smell of fish. You present the smell. Remember, Frenchies, Bulldogs, Pugs, they don't have a long nose, so it takes a while for them to get into it. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, you know, many times just let them lick it, let them stay right there, and then so how do I get it? How do I get it? How do I get it? You want them to get into that motion of how do I get this treat? Right? The food, you don't want the excitement. You know, with the treat, you do want excitement. So look at the difference. With the food, I want the dogs to be calm, surrender. And with the treats, I want the dogs to be happy-go-lucky. So don't confuse, okay? You want food to be more in the calm, surrender state. And I'm going to show you another treat that is very, very popular here with us. This is a treat that we use a lot here at the ranch. It is very primal. It is the most primal treat that we have here, and this is the marrow bones, right? It's the knee of the cow. And these guys right here, they have food. It's a combination of food, and it's a combination of cartilage. It's a combination of them, you know, exercising the jaw. But at the same time, when I give this kind of food, I have to be very careful not to give them when they're too excited, because and then they start challenging each other. So the more primal the food, the more you can bring the competition, you know, to get the bigger piece or to eat fast and go get the other one's food, because what we do here is we feed everybody at the same time. So it's like a big family reunion, right? But at the same time, we're very mindful, because this is a treat, but it's also food, but it's also primal. So it's raw. I like to give them to them raw. It's just, I like for them to expend a little, at least 15 to 20 minutes. The smaller the dog, the more time they're gonna spend. And by the time they finish, I mean, they're just drop, right? They just completely drop. And also another note for the treats, make sure you always do it after the walk, right? So it's exercise, discipline, affection. So food and treats is affection. And this is the biggest affection you can give between food and treats, because this is the most organic, the most primal, the most delicious that a dog can totally get. This is how it looks like. Look, nice, beautiful pieces of meat. They're still in the bone. So it's meat, it's food, but this is how they finish, right? Look, it's almost like they bleach it. but I don't buy bones with bleach. And this is how it finished. Look at the difference. So they spend a lot of time. They spend a lot of times focusing on it. Like I said, when you feed this kind of food and you have 2 or 3 dogs, if you don't trust them, just put a leash on each one of them so they can finish their food, pick up the bones or the leftover of the bone, and then make sure that the dog that is the calmest of them all, you release them you take the leash off, and so that way they know after they finished eating the bone, they just have to go and relax and just forget about it, right? Because a lot of times if they're still too excited, they can go and try to compete with the other dog. Okay, so it's without a doubt, after this meal, my favorite thing to do, this is without a doubt another top treat that we have here, which is real bones with pieces of meat. And this is something that we use at least 3 to 4 times a week here at the ranch. We do spoil our dogs that way, and this is one way to spoil them. Obviously, again, we first do exercise, mental stimulation. This is affection. Okay, so we don't just give them food so they can stay quiet, because if we don't drain energy and then we give more energy, we're just going to intensify the problem, right? So food is energy. We take energy first, and then we give energy in a form of treats, or in a form of food, or in a form of the most primal food in the world, right? Which is, bones with meat. So the second favorite thing that they like, or we like to give to the dogs here, is the bully stick. Without a doubt, this is a lot more expensive than this, believe it or not. Okay, so if you're asking, hey, which one is less expensive, I would say the real bones are less expensive. The bully sticks, they're pricey. They have a good price on it, but at the same time, they do their job. They do the job well. And there are some bully sticks that have no odor, and most of the bully sticks have a odor. So make sure if you're going to provide it to the dogs, don't do it inside the house, because it's going to smell like a bully stick. Okay, so if you don't like the smell, I personally don't like smells inside my house. And here at the ranch is 43 acres, so I like to give them. Sophia loves to grab them, and she just goes and hides and eats it by herself. So you're gonna see something very particular, very beautiful, very primal when you give them this kind of treats. Is they all go by themselves, and then they grab their food. It's almost like a kid who doesn't want to share an ice cream. That's how it looks like. And everybody has their own particular way to eating their little treats. And this lasts at least like 20 to 30 minutes for like little dogs, and for like size like Ricky will eat it in 5-10 minutes. But at the same time, it's plenty. That's it. Again, this is just like at the end of the day, and you feel that your dog has a little extra energy, and you don't want him to go to sleep with that 10-20% of energy you just want to drain, and then the bully stick or the bone will be a perfect way to completely drain the energy, at the same time show them how much you love them. All right, pet parents, I hope you enjoy this natural, simple, and profound information that we shared to you from the Dog Psychology Center. This is how we feed our dogs here at the Dog Psychology Center. Sometimes we ask our dog to be in noble silence, calm surrender, patience, and then we give certain kind of food. If we want our dogs to learn new tricks, or we want our dogs to enjoy being in a happy-go-lucky state, and then we bring the treats. And so I hope this information gives you a good sense of direction, so you can give the protection that you need and the relationship that you want to have with your dog. Trust, respect, love, with food and with treats. Have a good day. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and join me on my mission of better humans, better planet. Beautiful trust, respect, love, communication, where a chicken can sit down and enjoy Bob being happy-go-lucky eating his bully stick.